the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
I think we've got a sleep-deprived bulldog on the horn this morning, Taco. Dog?
I was on I-4 midnight last night, traveling home from yet another rain-delayed Daytona 500. But hey, they got it in. They got it in at least.
The midnight rider, and he truly is this time.
You know, the irony, of course, is they moved the race up an hour in anticipation of that front that was coming through,
Right.
but they only got 11 laps in, and then, you know, the almost 4-hour delay nonetheless.
Yeah, they tried to start it back up again, and then it rained again, so they had to pull the cars back off. So, yeah, it ended about, what time did it end last night? Like, I don't even remember.
But just after 10, right?
Yeah, and then, you know, obviously I'm writing my column in the Orlando Sentinel, which you can read right now at orlandosentinel.com, and boom, you know, and plus it's a bear getting out of the garage, out of the track too, because there's traffic backed up, you know, going on. But,
once the race got going, though, it got going.
Yeah, it was a good race once it got going. Yeah. William Byron, I still say he needs to change his name to Billy Byron if he wants to sound like a NASCAR driver. He sounds like a yacht racer with a William Byron. But yeah, Billy Byron wins his second consecutive Daytona 500. That's only been done 5 times in history that racers gone back to back. So good for him. It was a big day in Daytona. The president, Donald Trump, shows up. Of course, he left during the rain delay, but it was a big deal. Air Force One buzzed the track. The presidential limo, the armored limo, the Beast, it led the drivers around the track a couple times before the race started, so it was a big deal. All the fans, obviously, were cheering. So, huge deal. I just wish some of the top names hadn't been knocked out by all the wrecks at the end. I mean, guys from Joey Logano to Brad Keselowski to your boy
Kyle gets caught up
Busch.
in it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
God.
and they really had nothing to do. They didn't do anything bad. And by the way, did you see that crash? Ryan Preece, where his car turned upside down, did a wheelie. It was scary. I mean, the fact that you can walk away from a crash like that in today's NASCAR is unbelievable. So, but race is over. Again, if it hadn't been rain delayed, it would have been a great success. But it is what it is.
So wait, I know that they started it an hour earlier, as Pat said, but why is it that we try to figure out every year why they don't start it like 4 hours earlier or 5? Is it? What's TV deals?
Exactly.
It's TV. It's TV. I mean, they could have probably started it at noon. And plus, President Trump's on the schedule, so they wanted him to be there for the start of the race too. So, but that's how it goes. Did you guys see our boy Mac McClung in the NBA dunk contest?
Third year in a row?
Third year in a row, the Magic's G League player wins the dunk contest. It's unbelievable that you have a G League player who is dominating the dunk contest. There's never been a three-peat in the dunk contest, and Mac McClung has now done it, yet he can't even get on the floor.
Taco, they pulled a car out onto the court there.
Kia.
Mm-hmm. Kia, and some guy popped up through the sunroof to assist him in one of his perfect score dunks.
Yeah.
That was insane, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, he jumps over the car, takes the ball out of the guy's hands, and does a reverse slam. The landing wasn't great, but the actual dunk was incredible.
Why not put him on the top level team and get some action going downtown? Dog?
Well, he can't shoot. Like most Magic players, he can't shoot the three. He's a bit of a tweener too. He's only 6'2", but why not give the guy?
Yeah.
Why not give the guy some meaningful minutes and see what happens?
Spud Webb was shorter than that, and that guy was a machine. So come on,
let's do it.
Give us the tweener.
Let's get Mac in there.
What'd you think of this little mini tournament format they did last night for the All-Star?
I didn't get a chance to see it. They needed to do something because the traditional East versus West, where nobody played defense and they were scoring like 200 points apiece during the game. They needed to do something. The way it sounded, though, it sounded like it. It sounded like it was an improvement over what they had. I still like the way hockey does it. I think you should have the NBA international players against the NBA domestic players.
Hey,
I think that would create some interest.
Speaking of hockey and international stuff, did you see what happened Saturday night? This was fantastic.
I know we beat Canada in
the Four Nations face-off. All right, the U.S. beats Canada 3-1. The game was in Montreal, and the Canadian fans have been booing the national anthem for all sports right now because they hate us now. But anyway, that's a different conversation. So
why do they hate us?
They don't want to be the 51st state.
They're our 51st state.
Right. So, and Donnie keeps calling their president governor. So anyway, all that aside, which is pretty funny. So the anthem plays, and they drop the puck. And Bulldog, let me just play you what happened the first few seconds of the game here.
And the gloves are off. Hagel from Tampa Bay to Chuck from Florida. Did not see this coming. Both sides said they hoped it wouldn't happen tonight. It did. It's helped set the tone. Charlie McAvoy put one on net. Now we're 9 seconds in. We had a fight 2 seconds in, another one 1 second later. Now in the center of the action, it's Colton Parayko and JT Miller.
This is like 1996 when this building opened up with the World Cup.
3 fights in 9 seconds, the first 9 seconds.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, it was full-on slap shot style, man.
Good Lord. Only in hockey.
Oh, God.
Only in hockey could you have 3 fights in 9
seconds. That's 3 seconds of fight. Hey, dog. Did you see who won the golf yesterday? I know you were busy with the track and Oberg. Remember, I told you guys about this Oberg kid a couple years ago. Or last year, I told you about him. He won last year. He won again. It's good to see.
The chef made a charge, but couldn't quite get there, right?
Yeah, his first couple days were kind of poor, but or his third day was poor. Yesterday, he played well.
Hey, Bulldog, what do you know about this Darryl Armstrong situation in Dallas?
Man, did you see that?
So he's an
Armstrong
assistant coach there for the Mavs, has been for a while, right?
Yeah, and he had some sort of gunplay, I was reading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Darryl Armstrong, obviously a Magic favorite. He's in the Magic Hall of Fame, the Heart and Hustle team. He got in some trouble in Orlando near the end of his tenure downtown at one point. But yeah, not good if you're an NBA assistant coach and getting into trouble like this. So, yeah.
So he's been suspended while they do the investigation. But yeah, it certainly doesn't sound good for him.
No. By the way, UCF's basketball team got beaten by double digits by Colorado, which hasn't won a Big 12 game since the last time they were in the Big 12. Okay.
Oof.
So, 6 in a row they've lost now. UCF, Johnny Dawkins is squarely on the hot seat right now.
All right. A lot to cover and talk about. If you want to bounce over to find the Bulldog hosting Open Mic, he's on AM 740 and FM 96.9 A Game each weekday morning, and Jason does. And we thank you for taking time out of your busy show to join us here for the sports page each morning on JRR, Bulldog.
JRR.